Hold on, I've got two. Alright, we're live. We're live. It's all about Wilder Fury. She. Oh my god, Wilder Fury, oh my god. How do I turn my camera off? Oh, there. Yeah. There you go.
That's search name.
The honeymoon. Hold on, let me get him out.
Difficulty, tell it. This is an open.
Look, watch it. You watching? Yeah. Gotta put some jizz in there.
Just to show me your past screens, I can't write the device.
It should just come up that. So look, this is inside my controller. We're just having a nice party. But watch. Look, this fucker's just on my thing. Oh, what? He's giving me a lap dance. This guy's just sitting on my dick hard, man. Let's just have one out there. That guy's dancing, look!
Just broadcast not in progress.
It's live and kicking, innit? Live and kicking.
Yeah, I clicked on your name in the party.
Alright, so look. Back to the menus. Fuck, this was supposed to be a stream about Wilder and Fury and that. Alright, so look, I'll put a AR Studios.
Broadcast not in progress. Keep getting.
It's in progress, mate.
Yeah, fresh. Yeah, into it.
I'm not gonna know. I'm ready to be. No, we don't. So look, Dipper, you still watching my stream?
Yeah, but how are you watching it?
Where's your missus watching me? Be mindful of the content in your broadcast at all times. Okay. What's this?
Yeah, one of you watch it. Yeah, it's fine. Just go to the Twitch app.
Hoobs, have you sent any pictures of fucking Wilder Fury?
Yeah?
Have you sent any pictures of Wilder and Fury recently?
No.
Oh, no way, it's got all of this. Hoobs, send a picture please of Wilder and Fury, just like a nice screenshot.
Right. And what's that then?
Yeah. Did you say POV? Fuck knows. You know, Wilder's just speaking it, believing it, receiving it and all that shit.
Yes, we do.
Fucking cunt.
Speak it, and believe it.
Big fight. The biggest heavyweight fight in years. Fury.
So he looks like a bird.
Fuck you, bitch.
He's quite far away. I think he just took his joint out of his mouth and went, "Fuck you, bitch." Yeah, he's live streaming, so you are there as well.
Hey?
No one watching yet. It will pop up.
Yeah, it'll take. It don't matter if anyone watches or not. It's just mainly just so we can stick a video in it. But I just want to see what this is like. Fury versus Wilder.
Messing around with his app, trying to get the thing working.
Has everyone sharing their voice?
Yeah.
Oh, good news. Dips. Ah, sick hoops. That's a good one.
Yo, mama.
Look.
That should be active.
You see it, oops.
No, I've got it up. Just download the Twitch app for the PS4.
Mate, you can do a poll on this as well.
Is it?
Polish.
Fucking hell, he's only just talking about you saying Wilder's believing it, speaking it, receiving it.
Tyson!
Fury.
Fury.
How
How do you spell Deontay? Deontay. How do you spell Deontay? D-E-O-N-T.
E-Y.
E-Y.
Deontay Wilder.
Deon.
Beyonce Wilder.
Dip, are you watching the stream?
Can you see it? Can you see that picture he's got on his screen?
Let me have a look.
Well, my TV says...
Yeah,
my TV's just got Shy Dizzle with sick writing. But I'm just reading it.
Yeah, I can see it. Yeah, that's it. You can just see Fury in the dossier basically.
Ooh, I've got that right. Oh, that's on me.
But how do I move where this is fucking...
So what, are you controlling this all on your phone?
Yeah.
He's got face.
Beyonce Wilder.
But I can't seem to add the poll bit as well.
Yeah, just made it. Oh shit, I've got to put these shit.
Is this a bit huh?
Pleasing a bit,
Yeah. Oh, well, I've got 6 people watching. I can't seem to get that poll like on the other place. It's just got that little cunt there.
Don't worry about it.
No, but I want them both so then people can choose, innit? Do you know what I mean?
Charmaine.
Chicken jar jar. Right, yeah.
Right, let's get some cheesecake.
So do you want the answer to the fight? See what the answer
It's 50-50, bro.
Okay?
Is it 50-50? Yeah.
Yeah, it's still 50-50, man. Let me have a look. I'm just looking for the latest odds, yeah?
50-50, isn't
We've got some lightings going on here now.
Fury's the slight favourite, basically.
Is he slight?
Yeah, slight favourite in this. Alright, let's go to Paddy Bar. Yo, get this. The odds for Tyson Fury to win are evens. So you put £1 on, you get £1 back.
Oh, what about Wilder?
For Wilder, you put £1 on, you get £1.10 back. It's literally fucking neck and neck.
Close,
It's evens. It's even odds. Literally 50-50.
That is, isn't it?
Yeah.
But I don't think it's going to be 50-50, man.
I reckon it's going to be like the first one.
Might be more the same, man. You never know.
Yeah, I reckon it's going to be like the first.
But he's got that cut thing back now, hasn't it? That's the only factor, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, so the first one was basically Wilder getting his ass, basically, yeah, was getting boxed, his ass kicked, yeah, for pretty much 10 rounds, and the 2 rounds he won, he probably got beat in those rounds apart from him knocking Fury down. So he wins in 10-8 on the cards, yeah? Like that. That's basically the first fight. They gave it a draw. But I think everyone thinks Fury won. So go on, dude, you saying we'll go around, innit? Like,
Hold on, I'm just setting this shit up.
Shall I go to Ooms then? Alright, Ooms, what do you reckon will happen? What's your, like, I think, alright, if you want Fury to win, I think, right? That's your...
Oh, standard, mate, yeah.
Yeah, Fury.
So I think that's everyone on this. Yeah, all three of us, innit?
Yeah.
Yeah, we all want Fury to win. But go on then, what do you reckon is going to happen in the fight? If you had to make a prediction just based off everything you're feeling and seeing and that, what do you reckon?
Prediction, probably get caught a few times, open his eye up. He'll start rubbing it and all that shit, trying to get the blood out. He'll not just get clocked.
As in like knocked out?
Yeah.
Late
Well, no,
on.
not really knocked out, maybe just stopped a shit.
Just because he takes a couple of big heavy shots?
Yeah, and I just stop it. Do you think they're going to look... If his eye opens up as bad as the Walling fight, do you think they'll let him carry on? Or because he hits harder? Do you reckon they'll think, fuck it?
Yeah, like Fury, I don't think Fury's got any quitting in. Like, you have to knock him out to put Fury to... Basically, this is what I think, that if, let's say for some miracle, yeah, Fury's losing the first 6 rounds, he'll be willing to get knocked out to get the knockout. So Fury would just go and he would basically swing, so he'd rather get knocked out than lose on points or anything like that. And if he's got a cut, Fury will be like, fuck it, I can fight. So there's no way Fury will stop it unless his corner stops it, the ref stops it, or the doctor stop it.
Because he hits harder, do you reckon there might be more of a chance of him stopping it?
No, because he ain't going to be able to really hit him as regularly. It's like, if it was like a jabber, and they just kept jabbing eye, bang, 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 the eye's going to get fucked up. But if it does cut open, Wilder probably won't be able to do that type of tactic, I don't think. And they'll probably know this cunt's not going to get hit in the eye again. Because he'll just have it covered, but I don't know.
Wilder's got shit, man. It's fucked.
Yeah, he can't, yeah, he hasn't got that. Yeah, his main chance is obviously just swing in, getting Fury into a position.
He won't have the, he doesn't have the IQ, man, to, he might be able to cut him off in the ring, but then that's where Fury's put on that extra weight now. So when if he does cut him off, he's just going to get close to him and lean all over him, turn him around and then get back into the middle of the ring.
Yeah, I mean, look at Ortiz, where he's just fought. He fucking lost every round, and then all of a sudden, he just banged.
I can't remember what happened in that fight, man. I didn't need to really watch.
He was winning, man. He was winning.
So the highlight.
Ortiz, and then just bang.
Yeah, exactly. How he said that.
But
he was even losing that round that he got. So I think he got knocked out in round 6. He was even losing that round. And what Wilder did different, I think you said this before, right? As in, he's basically, he was using the left, and he didn't throw a looping shot. It was a straight right, bang, down the pipe.
Yeah,
so he's got his last 2.
Front of him.
Yeah, he's learned a new trick, basically.
Yes.
So he did that to Brazil, Velasquez, and Ortiz. So he throws a straight right now.
Yeah,
it's really straight.
He keeps that left out in their face. That left in their face.
You've gone. Have you done your shit?
Yeah, I'm just charging my pad.
Yes, what do you reckon happens then? Like, what's your...
So basically, it's gonna go exactly like the last fight. It's gonna jab the fuck out of him, move nicely. I think I reckon he might do a couple of nice stiff shots at the start, make him respect the punch from the start. And then from there, he'll just start flicking the jab, doing all that shit. Wilder will swing out multiple times, but he'll get gassed towards the end. And then he'll start putting it on him. start pressing him and then go for the knockout. But he'll press him in a good way. He won't do it in a...
In just a dumb way. They're just standing there and just basically pushing him forward and that.
Yeah.
Take his time to see the openings.
Yeah, that's it, man. And like he said to in one of the interviews, he's fucking... He could see the opening in round 9 or 10. But it was too... He didn't want to put the gas on.
And what do you think about his weight? As in, obviously he's put on a stone, so he is big.
Yeah, but someone said, yeah, you were saying, innit? He must have fucking had them all up in sparring, and he's like, yeah, man, let's have some of this.
Who?
Fury. So, and this is like obviously when he's still a fat fuck. So I don't think the weight matters for him. An extra stone ain't gonna make a difference, man.
No, especially a guy that tall. He's hardly on motorcycle.
Yeah.
Well, if I put a stone on, you think, oh, well, look at that man, I put a stone on.
Yeah,
So
for him.
But for him, you ain't gonna notice it, though.
Fuck, man. Yeah, so do you reckon it's Fury by knockout? Do you think that will be the result?
Yeah, if not knockout, it'll be by points.
Not even a stoppage, so you can step right there. Can just bang him.
No, like it won't be a stoppage, no. Actually, no, yeah, it could be jabbing the fuck out of that Chisora style thing.
Fuck, man.
Imagine if he does do what... Do you know, I was watching that the other day, man, and literally like... It was like he weren't even interested in the fight.
Just moved and peppered him in it.
He was just like, he was like pulling faces like, sort of thing. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, because I think it's his mate as well, isn't it? And he's having to batter his mate.
Who, Chisora? Oh, yeah. Were they mates at the time?
Yeah, I think they've always been mates, man. From the start. Fuck, man. Yeah, do you know what? There's just a couple of things in this fight that I'm not too sure of. Like, Fury's put on weight. So look, so I do reckon if he fought the same fight he fought in the first one, I can only see him winning that fight because in my eyes he easily won that first fight.
Yeah.
So if he was, if he was fitter, which I'm sure he is now, so he's got more fitness, all he has to do is do what he did the first fight and not get knocked down, and he wins 12 rounds.
Look, here's the thing,
and he could have got the knockout in the first one. Maybe he was just he's a bit tired. He's only had 2 fights and he's gone in against Wilder. Wilder's like fit, man. He can do 12 rounds easy. Like Fury can do 12 rounds, not easy, but you know what I mean. They can both do 12 rounds.
And here's the thing, yeah. Wilder knocks me black quite early, isn't it?
Or late, it don't matter, any time.
But he does normally knock him around like halfway or some shit.
Couple rounds.
Where they're quite their energy's like quite compromised and shit. But Fury got banged in the 12th round, yeah, and he still got up.
Still got up easy, and this is why I was saying to Dips, yeah, it was that.
You guys are lucky, guys. We all thought, I swear, I thought he was fucking dead.
Me too, man. But he got up and started jogging.
I nearly started crying. I was like, he's fucking dead. He's like, he's fucking dead. And then I thought, Wilder stopped making the face. Did we watch it together at the time, or were we on mic when we watched the first one?
I can't remember.
I think we definitely watched it live.
Did we watch it live together?
100% we watched it live, yeah, and we were together because we were on mic. Because in the last round we were like, I remember when he got hit, all I remember you saying was, oh no. And I was like, fuck. And then we looked and we're like, fuck.
Oh, as in my stream was a bit quicker.
No, we watched it, and that's what you said, oh no. When Fury went down, that was your reaction. You were like, oh no. And then I was like, oh fuck. I was like, he ain't moving, man. He ain't moving. And then Wilder stopped doing the dance. I thought it's because he realised Fury was really hurt. But then the next thing you know, the camera zooms out and this cunt's jogging on the spot.
And then he's put his arms behind his back and his back to his dog bobbing and weaving like he's nothing happens.
and then he gets hit with the hardest left hook you've ever seen.
As he's going down.
That shot.
When he gets back up? I remember seeing.
Again.
Yeah.
We're like, what the fuck? And that time he just took the shot like it was nothing because he was prepared for it.
Yeah.
Yeah, fucking crazy.
He took a bit of an onslaught from Wilder after the first couple seconds, 10 seconds. And then Wilder gassed out, got his footwork moving again, Tyson.
And then Tyson won the rest of that round, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But, yeah, so basically, this is, so I reckon there's two things. If he was to fight the first fight, I think, yeah, that's how he wins. But, now, here's the thing that I'm fucking worried about now, yeah? He switched trainers, so he's gone to this Kronk thing. The reason I think it ain't a big deal, because Fury's Fury, yeah? But the Kronk thing is all about, so basically, the Kronk mentality, it's apparently it's like an attitude, that's what they call it, and the attitude is get the knockout. So that's the Kronk style, is get the knockout.
What is Kronk? It's like
that. It's like, you know, Manuel Stewart and all of that. So it's his rhythm basically. So Klitschko, his thing was get the knockout. Yeah.
Did Klitschko, how many knockouts did Klitschko have in his?
Pretty much all of them. Like similar to Wilder.
Is it?
Yeah, he's a big knockout puncher. Dr. Steelhammer, isn't it? And Deontay Wilder's the hammer from Alabama. Yeah, but basically, that's the thing. Yeah, that's the Kronk style. So Fury's he's sort of gone to Kronk style. Ben Davis, I don't think, was happy about that. So he's fucking said, look, I ain't doing it. Because what Ben cares about is getting the win. Yeah? Fury's whole thing is about getting the win. Fury's main asset is foot movement. Like, Fury's defense is okay.
And his head movement, man. His head movement's fucking sick.
Against people that are smaller. No, hang on, that's not right. Because what Fury's good at, because he's big, he can lean back. Tallish people, but not too. Yeah, if they're too small, like Cunningham and that, they're gonna catch him. That's what happens.
No, but his shoulder defense, like his head movement coupled with his shoulder defense, it just all glances off of him. He proper rolls with the punch.
But the one thing that, and this is the other thing, you're right, he does roll with punches, yeah? But
I reckon that can catch him off guard one time.
But yeah, this is what I said. Do you know how insane it is to roll with Wilder's punches? That's fucking... But Fury was doing it, wasn't he, in the first fight? He was literally rolling with his punches. So he was taking the sting out of all the punches that were hitting him. But he did do it. But his only bad thing is pulling straight back out. Do you know when he pulls his head back? Because Wilder throws those looping shots over the top.
No, but then he'll just roll it with it again. He'll just roll his shoulder over.
So that's how he gets knocked down in the last one. And that's just because he was tired and he went to what he does. Do you know what I mean? You go to your habits.
Yeah.
So that last one is when he pulled back and bang, that's when he got hit with that big shot.
Yeah, reset.
Yeah, he reset and then I think Wilder
But
was
see, I don't know if, what's his name, what, Thingy was saying that just to put fucking the wrong misinformation out. Because imagine he's saying, because Fury does that shit all the time, man. Touches his nose. So then, and now Ben's saying that that's his reset. So why? So now he's always going to be resetting.
Yeah.
Because what? Yeah, because that's one thing we always used to say. There's just me and you. We used to say, look what he's doing. He used to tap his head, tap his shoulder, tap his elbow, tap his belly. We're like, what the fuck is he doing, man? Yeah. He's just tapping all these different things, and it's putting. Do you remember what it did to Klitschko? Klitschko didn't know what the fuck he was doing.
He's like this with the mollies.
Yeah, so he's just touching lots of different things, and Klitschko didn't know how to read it. Yeah, just fucking mixing it up. Fuck. So yeah, so basically, if he fights the same fight in the first as he did in the first one, I think he wins decision. If he holds his feet, I think he's gonna. And if he holds his feet, even if it's at stages, I think he's gonna get caught.
No, I don't think he'll do that. That's...
But hang on. Let me just say the second. So this is in my mind, yeah. The second scenario. So that's the first one. Is he's fleet-footed, batters in. Second one is if he holds a bit more. I think he's gonna get caught. This time, I think Wilder's gonna use jabs to the head and body. He's just gonna keep doing that because he won't have a chance landing anything else for a bit. And then he'll obviously wail the right hand whenever he can. But I think the eyes of actual factor in the fight because that's a big injury. And the rumours are it was split in sparring.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, that's the rumour. And then the other thing is with the weight, I think Fury is going to hold a bit more ground, and I think it's going to affect him, and he'll slow down towards the end. I don't think Wilder's going to slow down.
I don't think it's going to affect his stamina. Fury.
He's got a massive gas tank. He's got one of the best gas tanks, but so is Wilder. So I think they neutralise each other out gas tank wise. And Wilder's put on weight as well.
Yeah, but has anyone gripped up Wilder? Has anyone leaned on and gripped up Wilder? That's 6'9", fucking however heavy Tyson Fury. Has anyone at that caliber leaned and fucking sort of roughed him up in that sense? Is Wilder going to be able to handle that?
But if Wilder fights, he's always the smaller person, no matter who he fights.
Yeah, but I'm saying, has he fucking been gripped up? Like Tyson's going to tie him up. Tyson will tie him up at points, and he's good at tying people up. He knows what to do when he's in that position. So he's going to do it to his advantage.
Did he do it lots in the first fight? I just can't remember.
I can't remember.
Yeah, I think he was.
But I've seen him with Chisora. He was doing it a lot. So whenever Chisora was coming in close, he'd just start gripsing him up and that, and he was just looking around, and it's just part of the job.
And doing all the inside fighting.
No, he wasn't even inside fighting. He wasn't even inside fighting. He was just gripsing him up, holding him up, and then the referee would break up, and then that was it. If he's doing it again, he'd jab the fuck out of his face. Know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it'll be, I reckon.
So that's the thing. Like obviously the big weight it's going to help. I think that's where the weight would help, is like that when you're manhandling him, because obviously he's going to try to manhandle him, right?
And how quickly has he put on a stone? How long did it take for him to put on that stone?
Who, Fury or Wilder?
Fury.
Fury did it, I think, in this camp.
Yeah,
so
he's at comfortable weight now. The weight he's at now is just the weight he's at. He hasn't tried to put it to
Yeah, he didn't try to, it just happened.
No, just what it is.
Oh, so if it just happened, then that's his perfect weight then. If he's been eating clean and everything, and training every day.
If you seen that geezer, he cooks all his food 6 times a day. Slap his voice on him.
I think I've seen that quite a while ago. He was eating like chili or something. He was in like
but that kind, he's the chef for like Conor McGregor, for all of these big stars. Yeah, I think he might have done Mayweather or someone like that. So he's the shit. He's a proper nutritionist, that guy.
Yeah.
So he's been doing that. He's not been drinking Diet Cokes. Truthfully, when you see Fury on the scales, I wanted him to take his top off, but he never did it. But if you look at his arms, he's muscly. He's gone fucking muscly. His face looks fucking lean. He looks really healthy. He looks really good. And he's put on a stone.
I'm thinking, fucking inside his arms, man.
That's sick.
Yeah, so he looked. Did you see the way in this?
No.
Yeah, so he looks good, man. He does look good. I just think the only way he loses is if he fucks up the tactics. But he's very clever, so will he fuck up the tactics? I don't know. And do you know what? We don't even know. Just say Ben's still in his corner and Ben turns up and he's in the fucking corner. I'll be screaming if that's the case, man.
Oh shit, do you reckon that would ever happen?
I don't know. If Ben just fucking turns up and Ben's in the corner, it's like, yeah, we fucking
No, but he's been doing too much media work to surely be.
I know Ben said he's going to be in the room at the beginning to have a chat to him before he goes out.
Fucking hell.
Oh, mate, I cannot wait. This is going to be fucking sick.
Yeah, so no, my prediction ain't really, so it's a bit of a bitch thing in it, but basically one is the repeat of the first fight without Fury going down, and the second one is eye cuts open, Fury stands his ground, gets clobbered.
That's the only way that it can go downhill.
I don't think you can bury Fury though, but I think once he gets hit, I think he's going to be concussed. It'll be probably round 7, 8, and after that I think Wilder will win the rounds. Because Fury will just be concussed. That's what I think could happen, but Fury's got too much heart for me to say he's going to lose by KO. I can't say he's going to lose by KO. Because Fury's got too much heart. He goes down, the cunt's going to get up unless someone stops it. Yeah, and no one's going to stop Fury. Do you know what I'm saying? No one's going to stop. No one's going to throw in the towel.
Do you know the reference? Is the same guy from last year?
No, it's three American judges apparently.
No,
it's Kenny Bayless. It's Kenny Bayless. Kenny Bayless.
Apparently it's 3 Americans though, yeah?
Is it 3 Americans?
Judges, yeah, I think so. The actual scorecard people.
Yeah.
yeah, I think so. They were all announced and that. I think Fury was happy with them though, but I think he's bound to say that, innit?
Yeah, he has to keep it sweet with the fucking judges, innit? Then after he'll start cussing them out, saying you need to fucking get sacked.
I reckon it's an interesting one, man. And then Diz, what's your opinion about Ben Davis leaving and that? Do you think he's better off with or without Ben?
I don't think the training's gonna make a difference because Tyson's that good. All it is that Tyson's gonna focus more on setting up the shot, whereas Ben Davis, obviously he didn't want to be a part of it, but Ben Davis is just going to tell him to sit off the jab and use footwork,
which he could do anyway.
Yeah, which he knows how to do. So Ben's not going to bring anything different. Yeah, he's not going to bring anything else to the camp, really, and that's what they've said, I'm sure, as well. Like his dad. So going to this guy, it will teach him how to be offensive in the right way and get the knockout against some pum like Wilder.
He's only been with Ben Davis a few years, isn't it?
Tay?
He's only been with Ben Davis for a few years.
Yeah.
I don't even think Ben... And Ben probably didn't even teach him that much, but what I found Ben's really good at is he's like a master tactician. He's really clever, like, oh, Wilder does this.
He's good to have in your team.
Like that, yeah.
Because he can create a strategy, a winning strategy that is, like, he'll just want to go for the win, and he knows what Tyson Fury's good at, which is footwork, sitting off the jab, and winning on points, so that's what he's going to get him to do. But if Fury feels like he can do the knockout and Ben's not willing to do that, teach him that knockout thing, support it, and he's gonna have to go somewhere else, isn't it?
Yeah, I think that's what's happened here.
Yeah.
And I don't think, and obviously Fury's capable of doing it, but he's just so good at what he does. Why risk anything? That's the thing. That's what I don't understand. But Fury's the type of guy, if you were to say out of anyone, Fury would take the risk. He would just fucking do it. He would take the risk because it's Fury, and no one else is like him. He would be willing to lose it all to gain it all. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like that. So I don't think he's. I think he would be willing to go for the knockout. And this is it. That's what I'm thinking. Like, this cunt, he don't care. He will go for the knockout. And with Fury, the other thing, he says stuff, but he always does what he says.
No, he says he's going to go for the knockout loads. He says, I'm going to knock you out, and he never does. He just jabs the fuck out of their face.
No, it's true. It is true.
But, like, there is a lot of things pointing towards that he is going to go for the knockout, but which would be good to see.
And that's what I'm thinking. Like, this time I actually believe him. I've never believed him before, but maybe that's how much good promo he's done, and how much mindfuckeries he is putting out there. That people that believe, like, in a rematch, you always put your money on the boxer in a rematch. you never put him on the puncher because the boxer's downloaded what he's gonna do, and he'll already be able to make the adjustments. Yeah.
Yeah.
So Fury will be better in this fight. That's the tip. That's the normal thing that boxing people would say. In the rematch, you put your money on the boxer, and Fury's the boxer.
And what the fuck? How much is Wilder since September?
Did you cut off? What did you say? How much is what?
1 sec. How much is he gonna learn?
Wilder.
Yeah, since September.
I don't think Wilder's learned anything, man.
No,
I think he's learned.
sick at what he does, so he doesn't want to change it.
Yeah, so the thing is, but he is good at what he does, and what he has learned in his last 2 fights is that it's the masking of his jab, and then throwing a straight right instead of a looping right, and it's really fast and really good the way he throws that straight right now. So he's done that in his last 2 fights. He's always obviously practiced that punch.
Yeah.
So he jab. Do you know the jab straight, basically? I know it's basic, but it looks like Wilder's just learnt it over the last year. Do you get me? Me and fucking Diz go to fucking boxing training, and they're teaching us how to throw a jab straight, and it looks like Wilder's just picked it up after fucking 18 years. Yeah. So he's learnt that, but yeah, I don't think he's not gonna fucking change, is he? He's just gonna be him. But then I don't think, I think what Fury will have, I don't think Fury would have changed either. But I think what Fury's gonna bring is a bigger engine, and he's gonna bring freshness, like before he wasn't fresh. Do you know what I'm saying? He's gonna have that extra freshness. So those 2 knockdowns that happen, maybe they don't happen this time, you know, because Fury is that much fresher. And then, you know, he's going to be mentally clear, so he will be able to focus for 36 minutes straight for the whole fight. You know what I mean? Yeah, so I think fucking there's a good chance he could do that. There's a good chance he can do that. From the press conferences and that, this was the first time I thought someone got the better of Fury.
Yeah, me too, but then
I was a bit surprised about that. Like, I don't know if Fury just didn't give a fuck, or until the promotion's done, the money's already in the bank. He's like, fuck it, I'm just gonna fight. Maybe it's that.
yeah, but then he was wearing his shades and that, and then obviously you're saying that he's gone. He might be ill, which might make sense, or he might have had a headache or some shit.
Yeah,
the rumour is he wore the shades. Yeah, but the rumour is he wore the shades that day because his eye was not looking too good, so he had the shades and the hat on, and that's why Wilder said, I can smell nervousness and I can smell, and then he called him a pussy. He goes, I can smell nervousness. He goes, I'm trained to smell nervousness.
That's him chatting shit though.
Yeah, maybe. But that's his point, that's why I had the hood and the glasses on. And then the next day...
He's walking around, he's like, he's nervous, mate, sit down.
Yeah, no, but I said that before, and then someone said, no, it's not, it's because in the next interview he was fine.
He wasn't, he was fine in this interview.
Yeah, he didn't look like, he didn't have his sunglasses.
He had a suit on, and he was walking around.
The next day.
Nice
day.
sunny day. Yeah, he was fine.
Yeah, obviously he's not going to recover in a day.
That quick.
True.
So I think it must have been he had like a headache or migraine.
And then, alright, so I think this is an important question, right? For this, you go first, innit? Who do you think wants this fight more? Based off everything you've seen, how they talk, who the people that they are.
Do you know, I only seen a little clip here of Wilder in the weigh-in, and everyone was cheering for Fury.
Yeah.
When I seen Wilder in that little clip, he looked demoralised. You know what I mean?
Time.
He did basically what he does. He comes on, everyone boos him, and he does the Hulk Hogan thing where he does, I can't hear you, I can't, do you know the ears thing? So he's listening to the crowd. So he does that, and then he starts laughing, and then so he's making out. Maybe it doesn't affect him, but it looks like basically all the Brits were in there cheering on Fury.
That's sick, man.
Yeah, it's like what Ricky Hatton used to do. He used to turn up, and everyone just used to be like, yo, Ricky Hatton's here, Ricky Hatton's here. Back in the day, that was sick.
I never fucking witnessed that. Nah. I remember like I was still young in it, so I weren't in the hype of that. I remember we went to thingies when he fought what's his name? Merryweather, yeah. And I was just there fucking falling asleep. Cheyenne's house.
Yeah. Oh, fuck the Mayweather. When Ricky Hatton turned up, that was fucking sick, and everyone was just a Ricky Hatton fan.
Hatton's not even going to this one, is he?
Is he not?
Isn't he?
Nah.
Why?
Because he said I'm a trainer, he does quite a bit of guys there. He'll just be a stay in training.
He's what?
He said because I'm a trainer, I can't get my guys there, I need to stay here and do my job. So I'm not going to fly over there and watch that. I think he would, wouldn't you? Think like that.
Yeah, you think he would.
He got his priorities in, I suppose, isn't it?
And before, look at the corner before. Ben Davis, Freddie Roach, and Ricky fucking Hatton.
Yeah. That is a fucking corner. Gangster fucking corner, isn't it?
Ben Davis, Freddie Roach, and Ricky.
That's like the ultimate, bro.
Get that fucking off.
Were we together then when we watched it? Because I remember.
Yeah, we were talking on mic. We're on mic, man. We're on mic for sure. I remember now.
How was it?
We weren't in the same room. Yeah, we were on mic. I was in Leicester. You never came down in the end, so we watched it over.
Oh, okay.
Because it was too late, and we're like, shall we watch it? Shall we not watch it? We played games, and then we watched it afterwards.
Yeah.
Like that. So we played till late, and then we watched the fight. Fuck, man.
That was sick though, man. That was an event.
Yeah, super corner and that. But yeah, man, I think there's lots of hype in that. I don't think, oh man. I'm not convinced it's an easy fight for either of them. I think they've both got balls fighting each other.
Yeah, like, it's not an easy win, yeah. It's not going to be an easy win for Fury, but he's going to win. If he turns up. Deontay's just got that one lucky punch. If he can land it against someone like Fury, don't think he can. I didn't see any of his live workout. Did anything look good in his live workout?
Who? Wilders?
Nah, Fury and Wilders actually, yeah.
No, they're both basically just doing the same shit that they always do. But alright, Disney, so if you had to go on the other side and say, how does Wilder win? If you have to go on the other side.
If Wilder wins, he has to cut off the ring nicely. Really put it on Fury. Try and work the jab, but just keep wearing him down. He has to go a bit like Chisora, because Chisora was short and stumpy. I think it's easy for him just to stick behind the jab Fury. But Wilder's taller, he's longer, he's got... I don't know, what's Wilder's reach compared to Fury's?
I think they're probably quite similar. Fury might be slightly longer. But so Deontay's Wilder's 6'7", and Fury's 6'9".
Fuck. Yeah, so he just needs to maybe get the distance in right, but just try wear him down, cut off the ring and keep him in a corner. And then let Fury sort of do all his head movement and stuff, and then he might get a bit tired from that. Do you reckon?
He never goes to the body. He went to the body.
Yeah.
Core strength, he'll fuck everyone up. He just doesn't have that intellect to do it.
Yeah, he just don't have any brain to do it. So with Wilder, he's just an athlete, fucking puncher. You know what I mean? So we don't have that.
You know you just want to say in it, but we can't because it's straight.
Disney, innit? This fucking knew what I wanted to say. But it's true, yeah? That's what he is. That's what he is. And that's it. But the thing is, yeah, do you know Fury? No one ever says it. But he's the only fucking... He's a fucking pure athlete. I know he looks like that, so no one says it. But I've never seen anyone that can move like him at his... Fuck that. Just imagine a 6 foot fucking heavyweight moving like Fury. You'd be fucking impressed. This guy's 6'9" and heavy as fuck, and he can move like that.
Have you ever seen him gas out in a fight? Like at the end, he looks gassed.
Nope. Not me. Don't
Because
gas out.
when I was watching him with Chizura, he had the same face on throughout the whole fight, and even at the end, he's like, "Oh, have I won? Are you gonna stop the fight? Okay, cool." do you know what I mean? Like, and he's always got that face. It looks like it seems
never
like.
Looks, yeah, he never looks gassed, does he?
Nah.
Never.
Poker face though. But he did say at the end of the last one, that was everything he had. He goes, you know, all I know is that I tried my hardest in that fight, and that was everything I had. I didn't have any more I could have given in the first Wilder fight.
Yeah, which makes sense because he had a mad fucking weight loss, 10 stone.
Weight loss,
Yeah. Yeah.
You know what I mean? Anyone who's gone through that in transformation, bro, that's a transformation.
Massive.
Fucking 12 rounds, well, done the 12 rounds. Still, it's unreal, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. So I'm watching this interview. Do you know Timothy Bradley? He's just like, it's half 12.
But no,
yeah, no, but basically the guy called Timothy Bradley, yeah, he was like, oh, I speaking to both of them, and they both had excuses for the first fight. And the other guy was like, alright, oh, what were their excuses? And he goes, Wilder said he hurt his right hand, so he couldn't throw it in all of sparring. So he saved it until the fight. He goes, you know, so he didn't throw it in sparring, because if he hurt it in sparring, he wouldn't have been able to fight. But if he hurt it in the fight, at least he's getting paid for it.
Yeah.
So he didn't, so apparently he had hurt his right hand, and then he hurt it in the fight. That's why he didn't throw it, allegedly, that's what he's saying, which is probably an excuse. And then Fury basically turned around and said he had the worst camp he's ever had in the Wilder fight, the first one. He goes, the camp was really shit. But this time, I don't know, that's what Fury had an interview saying that. I didn't watch the interview with Fury, but I was just listening to what Tim Bradley was saying. So he goes, it was a really shit camp. And then he goes, but this time both fighters have said, Wilder said everything's perfect, and Fury's basically saying, yep, everything went perfect, this is the best I've been. Like that. So this time they don't have the same things that they were saying before, they both feel fresh and good. Fuck man, this is really yeah, I think it's a fucking excellent matchup, man. And the thing is, the reason why I think this is the hardest fight for Wilder because he's fighting someone like Fury, and this is the hardest fight for Fury because he's fighting someone like Wilder. So their skills are not based for each other, they're based for other people. So Wilder could easily bang out a regular boxer because they're stiff, but fucking Fury can move like how he moves, so you're not gonna hit him. And the other thing, Fury can outbox any boxer because he's the best boxer, full stop. And this is boxing, but he's fighting someone that's not a fucking boxer, that can't box. So it's like, what the fuck? So they've picked the wrong, do you know what I'm saying? That's why you've got to rate them.
Yes, that's what makes it exciting. But but out of them styles, the chances are it's that the boxer's gonna win that fight, especially if you're Tyson Fury.
That's what they say, yeah. They're basically, well, that's what happens. In rematches, the boxers always win. Yeah, that's the big thing. The boxers always win the rematch. Although, that's what we're saying. Although, I think most pundits are picking Wilder to win, which goes against logic. You know what I'm saying? It goes against what we've seen in the first fight. Which I don't know why that's the case, and maybe this is what's put the doubt in my mind as well. Like everyone's saying it, and I'm thinking, fuck, but didn't Fury just beat the shit out of him in that first fight? Which I'm pretty sure he did. We all watched it, but then I think it was that final knockdowns maybe stuck in everyone's head. Like Jesus fucking Christ, if that happens again, fuck me. You know what I mean? Do you reckon he'll just get straight up?
Just get up there and he's fucking... like losing,
he gets punched like that, the cunt starts doing push-ups in the middle of the ring and then just gets up. You know what I mean? But the thing is, I don't put it past him. If he's losing, if he gets knocked down and he's losing on the cards, I think you're going to see Fury start attacking. Like, this, the thing that I found really interesting, this was a Mayweather thing, yeah? Everyone said, all you've seen Mayweather do is his plan A, but you've never seen Mayweather when he's doing plan B, because plan A always works. And then we're like, what the fuck is plan B? But apparently Mayweather can come forward and fight, like a knockout puncher.
Yeah.
But he never needed to.
Like
Fury,
against
basically.
Conor.
Yeah. Yeah, he just came forward and just battered Conor McGregor, but that was, yeah, for him that was easy. And he was a bit older, but apparently he's got knockout punches. So if it came down to that, he could flip his style and fight like that, but he never had to because his thing was taking the least punishment, the least punches to the head and shit like that. That was Mayweather's thing, similar to Fury.
Mayweather knew from the get-go though, Conor just gets gassed after about 5 to 10 minutes.
Yeah. He just waited for him to gas out.
But like, I think they're also smart as well, because there's a reason why they want to do that sort of fighting, and that's because they want to be smart after. Well, you know.
Yeah.
And Fury, I'm sure he said that as well. So it's like...
Yeah. Like,
that's why they're always going to stick to that fight. I mean, if you're always think if you're in a boxing game and you got the opportunity to not get hurt, you got that style, you might as well use that, because then that's your life, that's your health.
Yeah.
Like, to us as fans, it's like, you know, it's go for the knockout or whatnot, but in there, they're still thinking about their fucking health. Like, what's his name? Who's that guy? The guy that nearly broke his eye socket. GGG fucked him up. Kell Brook, yeah. Like him, so he had to quit. Everyone else started cussing him out, but obviously he felt that he wanted to see for the rest of his life, you know what I mean?
Yeah, because that cunt had both orbital bones broken, man. So fucking.
And then like Bellen's like fucking there. Like Tony Bellen's just there fucking saying, you know, you're in the fight game, you need to fight to the death and all that sort of shit. It's like, yeah, but at the same time, this ain't ancient times and gladiators, you know. I still got a life after this where you ain't gonna die straight after for fucking shit. You need to enjoy their millions, man. Hey? Who's can't hear?
You put Wilder against AJ, you know AJ's getting sparked that clean straight.
Yeah, right now.
Yeah.
I think but the thing
if you
is,
put Fury against AJ, he wins easy.
But the thing is, do you know when you say if you put Wilder against anyone, he's gonna knock him out? And I can't. That's what I'm thinking. If you put Fury against anyone, he's gonna outbox him and beat the shit out of him.
Yeah.
But that's the thing. This is what makes these two the best we have right now.
Yeah.
And it's fucked. It's fucked because regardless of what I'm finding quite surprising,
I still think
about
Wilder
this,
needs to prove himself, man, against like AJ and that. I don't know if he can just easily spark out AJ.
I think give AJ a few fights and I think he'll be a better fighter overall, and then I think he's got the potential to be
Who's he next fighting?
He's fighting fucking Pulev, man, who's a good fighter. Yeah, really solid fighter, man.
When's he fighting him?
Well, I think it must be in a month or two, couple of months.
And where?
Then you've got, I don't know whether, probably in the UK, man. And then you've got another fight, and then he has to fight the winner of Chisora and Usyk.
Fucking
yes, that's three.
Usyk's sick, but I think he's just too small, man, for a heavyweight.
Yeah,
Have you seen
fucking
Usyk fight, Oops?
Yeah, man. He's sick.
Yeah. I still need to watch one of his fights.
He has sick moments. He's not always sick.
Because, yeah, I think I've seen clips of him and he just looks like a standard boxer when I've seen him.
Yeah.
But he's really good. He's good at not getting hit and dodging. He's a textbook boxer.
Yeah,
really good. Really
I think he's just clever as well. Like, I'm going to assume he's clever. Huh? Yeah, I did, but I can't remember sort of what happened then.
It looks like he's winning maybe 1 or 2 rounds max, and all of a sudden, bang, fuck Perry up, mate. Perry gets
That's probably
gassed.
just downloading like
cleans him out while he's gassed.
Yeah, but Belly did well in that fight. Everyone's like, fucking hell, Belly's holding his own here.
Yeah,
but you could see he was hitting the body, you know, pretending to hit there, then he's smashing the body, and you can tell Bellew was slowing down, until to the point where he's pretending to hit the body and just knocked him out. Bang! Clean shot to the head. Usyk's good, man. I think fucking Usyk could probably beat most of them, but heavyweights are like, yeah, it's gone weird, man. It's gone from big heavyweights to like super big heavyweights. So the smaller people, but the smaller people fucking tend to be able to knock out the bigger ones because...
Like, Chisora's a fucking heavyweight, and then you got cunts like AJ.
Who, Anthony Joshua?
Yeah.
No, AJ.
Or 3 FIFA? Which one?
I'm not both.
Shit, man, we've got about, what, 3 hours until it's on, you know?
That's gonna be a sick fight.
I hope Fury basically holds his shit together, stays mentally strong, and just does what he does best. If he does that, I think he's gonna win. But even in the ideal situation, he is going to get hit. Like, in this fight, he's definitely gonna. I cannot see Wilder not hitting him. I think Wilder's going to hit him, and the reaction.
Oh fuck, mate! It's happening in 3 hours, you know.
Yeah, man.
It's fucking nuts.
Fuck! It's not gonna be no chat no more about this shit. But yeah, sorry,
yeah,
go on. It just come real to me then.
No, we have to chat about it afterwards. Obviously, we'll keep chatting about it fucking for the next 2-3 months until they have the rematch for the fucking third time, innit? Because there's a third fight. Fucking hell.
Yeah, we'll do a post thing on. We'll do a post video after.
Post match podcast.
Yeah, but we'll try having it structured, innit? So basically, I'll maybe try jotting down the questions or topics or some shit. It's not just CS, and we've got something to like a schedule or some shit. I don't know, up to you guys though. But listen, so this I think Oobs thinks, yeah, there'll be a point in the fight where I think we said this Oobs before. I'm not sure if I'm making it up, but we think Fury will get hit, right? Is that what you were saying as well, Oobs, when we were discussing that before?
You can't not get hit in the boxing match.
Yeah,
but he might get hit like he did Charlie's Zenith, you know what I mean? It might just be clumps that he just takes.
They'll hit him on the shoulders and arms and that, man. Maybe a few body shots will get through, but...
You don't think he's going to hit a sledgehammer, a right hand, bang, to Fury's head?
No, not every time. You can't do that every time. No.
Not every time, but you don't think he's going to hit him once or twice in this fight?
He hit him a bunch of times, but whether it be significant.
Got you. So you don't think it's going to have any, like the first, it's not going to be like the round 12 punch you through.
No.
That's not.
Thing is, is that, look, what can happen is that Wilder doesn't try and push for that right hand, and he just fights as normal until he sees it opening, and then bang. But because, like, so he might switch it to that style, and Fury's expecting him to keep over swinging with that right hand. But actually, I don't know, man.
Oh my god! Fucking hell!
You know, if he keeps, if he plays it, works it, and doesn't try and let the right hand just fucking land when it needs to land. But then again, he's been fighting against shitters, so we can't say that. This is now where, you know, how many fucking right hands did he try and land on Fury till he actually managed to hit him?
He's windmilling, man.
Do you know what I mean?
For some reason,
Fury gets that out of people. So like, people are saying, Wilder's this, Wilder's that, but it's like, nah, Fury made him like that. It's the same with Klitschko. They're like, Klitschko, I've never seen him fight so shit or whatever. And it's like, nah, that's because fucking Fury's that good. He made him look shit.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I know what you're saying.
And it's like, I reckon that's what he's gonna be like with fucking Wilder. He's just that good. He's gonna make Wilder look shit. And they'll be like, oh, you know, Wilder just didn't do that. Wilder didn't do that. And it's like, yeah, that's credit to fucking Fury.
But the thing is, Wilder's never fought. So he is wild when he hurts someone. But before he hurts someone, he's I think this was Hay was saying it as well. It's
Yeah,
like
he's just
he's normally
patient.
he's normally quite patient. Like against Ortiz, he was patient. Against Brazil, he kind of waited, and then bang, out of nowhere, hit him like that.
But
So he's
Brazil's
normally
shit
like that.
though. Like, his opponents are shit.
Let's have a look at Brazil's resume, man. He is shit. He is shit.
Slow.
You know, he looks like a little puppy. He's got all that fucking. He looks like jello around his body and that. He's got no. He looks like me, bruv. That's what I'd look like naked. But worse.
But I've just pulled up a picture of Dominic Brazil. I'm like, I think he's actually quite hench.
Oh, is he?
Nah, he's gone alright, man. Fucking better than us. Right, Dominic Brazil, yeah, active fighter. Literally fought no one. Yes. Literally fought no one. 20 wins, 18 knockouts, 2 losses by KO.
20
Lost
wins?
to AJ and Deontay Wilder. 20 wins, 18 knockouts.
Against shitters though.
Against Amir Mansour, we know him. Anthony Joshua, he lost to him. Eric Molino, I know him, he beat Eric Molino.
Is Molino good?
He's alright shit, man, they're all shit. Basically, there's about 10 heavyweights that we probably know that are okay. He's 6'7". He weighed fucking lump in it, this guy. Yeah, basically he's shit. But yeah, just basically knocked out loads of people. Bombs probably.
Tyson Fury free fight. That link's broken. That link's broken. There, you have to find another one.
What link's
Same
broken?
website. The one I sent you.
Do Crick Free. CRICKFREE.
Oh no, I've got one. Just have to reload.
Yeah, but try that one.
website.
See if it's any good, because that one always works for me.
What's it called? How's it called again?
CR like click, but it's CRICK. Crick Free.
Alright. Wilder's record, yeah? Oh, you fucking hell. Alright, the first set, you've never heard of any of these cunts. Jeez, not heard of any of these people. Knocked out Audley Harrison in 2013, we know him, he's shit. Then he beat Malik Scott in 2014. Then he fought Bumain Stavan, who was I think that's where he won the title. He won the WBC.
Who did? Oh, Wilder.
Bumain was the champion at the time. In 2015, beat him. Then he beat Eric Molina, Dupas, Arthur Spoka, Chris Ariola, Gerard Washington, Bumain Stavan, Luis Ortiz. Then it's Tyson Fury, then Dominic Brazil, Luis Ortiz, and now Tyson Fury. So he's fought all top 10. His defense have been against top 10, but fucking people that have no chance against the top 3, top 4, you know what I mean?
That ain't that good of a quality. They're all
Top
like
10 is shit as well, yeah, it's true.
like even Dillian White, even though he's ranked number 1, no?
You are?
I think he's up there. I think he's the next challenger in WBC. Let's have a look, yeah? I'll tell you who's up there for the top 10. Right.
See, like even Wilder, he says it himself that he's not a proper boxer yet. He's still learning. He ain't had that many amateur fights. He's still learning on the job and all that.
Right. Listen to this. Top 30 heavyweights, yeah? This is the ranking that it's this heavyweightboxing.com. Number 1, Wilder. Number 2, Fury. Number 3, Joshua. Dillian White 4, Ortiz 5, Andy Ruiz 6, Povetkian 7, Pulev 8, Parker 9, and Usyk 10.
See that they're not. There's no one.
Fucking world. There's basically the top 4.
Yeah, they're not world level.
Wilder, Fury, Joshua, White. Yeah, and then after that you've got Ortiz and Ruiz, Povetkian and Pulev. Joseph Parker and Usyk.
Tyson Fury against Wilder. I mean, Mike Tyson against Wilder.
Mike Tyson?
Yeah.
Fucking hell, I like Mike Tyson against anyone, man.
Tyson's got power in both hands, that's the thing.
Who?
Wilder's only got the right.
Mate, do you know which is alright, yeah? I seen him, like, I don't know if it was the first or second. He started jabbing with his right hand, man, throughout most of the fight. Just jabbing with the right, so he switched it.
Switch stance.
Yeah, throughout that, and I was thinking, when's he gonna change back? And he hardly did.
Hey, Chisora's 14, by the way, in this ranking. So I'll tell you the other lot. Michael Hunter, who I don't rate, but then this guy, Adam Kalnaki, he's the guy that apparently knocked out Joshua before the Ruiz fight.
Oh, is he that
He's
short,
really
like a Dave Allen on steroids?
Yeah. And now this guy, Filip Hrgovic, is my pick for the best fucking future.
But look, yeah, let's just put it right. It's that, you know, he might not be good. He's only banged out AJ, and AJ's not good. He's marketed.
Klanwaki. Yeah, he's basically, he's had 20 fights, 15 KOs. He's a contender, basically.
Yeah. But like AJ's been over marketed, man. So he's made out to be one of the best, and he's not.
This is your strange there, though. Kids back to that. I'll find it.
Yeah, it's still there.
Oh, fuck me. You've gone, alright, then you've got Rivas at 15. Gerald
Make sure you can still hear like all the other voices. That Dips and you.
Listen, just make a guess. Who's number 17?
I don't know.
Big Joe Joyce. Is 17. I swear to God, in the heavy. So this is how poor the heavyweight fucking
yeah,
scene
man.
This cunt 17 and Daniel Dubois is 18. Fucking, you can put Daniel Dubois in the top 5, man. What the fuck? You know what I mean? Then you got Christian Hammer, Charles Martin, number 20. He's fighting today. Dominic Brazil's 23. Fuck, you know. Otto Wallin's 25. So he's made it up. David Price is number 26. Fuck me. Huey Fury is 27.
They're not good, man.
Yeah, that's your top 30 right there.
And then in what's his name's time, yeah?
All
Mike
they can
Tyson's
do is fight
time.
each other, right? So that's the thing. All they can do is fight each other and fight these people, because there's nothing else you can do.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And no one's fucking doing it, so why I said no one's doing it, so why would
Fuck, yeah, it's true. I've got to pull up.
Huh?
So Mike Tyson's resume, yeah? Iron Mike's resume.
Yeah, what was the quality of his fighters in his era?
Yeah, you'll hear in a sec, yeah? So basically he fights tomato cans, yeah?
Yeah.
For ages. And then, where's his first? Alright, fucking hell. So he wins the heavyweight title of the undefeated champ. Well, basically, this guy's only had 4 losses, called Trevor Berbick, yeah? Then he defends it against a guy called James Smith. Then he fights Pinklon Thomas, who's only lost once. Then he fought Tony Tucker, undefeated, knocks him out. Fights Tyrell Biggs, undefeated, knocks him out. Knocks out.
Hey, but this is the thing, yeah. So if you hadn't watched these fights, all we've got to go on is just what the records say. But it's the same with this era of fighting. So, you know, you've got Deontay Wilder. Man, he's got 40 knockouts. But we don't know, I don't know half of these people on Mike Tyson's list that you're saying now. So I don't know the quality of fighter. All you got...
like, for example, Michael Spinks is 30 wins. Basically, he knocked everyone out. And he
like,
fought,
yeah, no, there's a few
Mike
on
Tyson,
there.
He gets banged out.
There's a few on there that I'll know, but the majority of them, like 80% of them, I won't have a clue. So all you got to go is by numbers. I'm just like saying that it's weird how that's how it goes, isn't it?
Yes, you look at his resume and Mike Tyson is all right.
But if you was there watching the fights, you would know if their quality of fighter are good. So it's like, I don't know.
Yeah, I know what you're saying. And it's only later on when he starts fighting Buster Douglas, loses that, then he fights Frank Bruno, Evander Holyfield, Julius Francis, Galotta, Lennox Lewis, he loses that one. And then he loses, so of his last 4, he loses 3, you know, when he's old and fucked up.
It'd be interesting to know who's the best, what era's got the best quality of fighters.
I think that must have been Muhammad Ali, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, back then, because I think, look, let me
So then, if you've got Ali and all the fighters in that era fighting against the fighters in this era, like AJ and that, you got to bear in mind these guys are fucking giants now as well.
Yeah, I think this era wins, man. I think this era is better than them. Like, look. Okay, so do you know how I was saying Trevor Berbick? Trevor Berbick beat Muhammad Ali. Do you know the guy that Tyson beat?
Oh, and that's what, yeah, that I remember Ali said, yeah, go beat him for me.
Yeah, so you've got, then you've got... Oh, yeah. Fuck, I'm looking at his, and then you've got obviously Larry Holmes is a killer. Leon Spinks that's a killer. Joe Frazier. George Foreman, fuck you know. George Frazier, Ken Norton, Jesus Christ. Yeah, I think that, and it's just when you... So
these guys were doing like 15 rounders, no?
Yeah, 15 rounders, man.
And they'll just go ham, bruv.
But you gotta think, when you say Muhammad Ali, George Foreman, Henry Cooper, Frazier, these are fucking killers, man. Floyd Patterson, Ken Norton. Yeah, man, this is quite... And then you look into right now, we've got maybe 3 that are all good. But back then it looks like you've got 5 that are all good. But there's not that many.
Who's that cunt who fucking had 3 boxing matches back to back? He's like, yeah, bring the next one in, and someone else would get in, and he'd fucking fight them. Beat them, someone else would come in and fucking fuck them up.
Fucking hell.
What was it, back in the 80s?
Yeah. Tyson days, I think. Might just be for Tyson days.
Oh.
Yeah, but he had 3 fights on a trot. He fucked everyone up.
Find out. Is he that well known?
Yeah.
Yeah, do you know, I think you made a good point, man. It is a good point, because all of these boxers, all their resumes are padded, man. Everyone's. But this is what I mean, like, this is why I think the UFC model, I know it's different, yeah, but the UFC model, yeah, is so much better. It's because they always fight a killer, and in a 50-50 fight.
Yeah.
With this, you're just gonna have like Fury fighting Otto Wally. We
don't
know
who
he was. He just turned out
know.
alright. He just turned out fine. Oh, you had AJ fighting this fat cunt, Andy Ruiz. You're like, who the fuck is this? It just happened that Andy Ruiz was good enough to beat him.
Yeah.
It's like, fuck, okay. No one expected that. He's fighting this bum, and he just got knocked out. You know what I mean? It's like, but what they try to do is just have loads of mismatches so they can build up the resume, so then they can cash them out when they're 20 and up against and then you fight the first real fight. But this is what we're seeing. Like, I think we've had AJ's had a couple of tests, Fury's had a couple of tests, and Wilder's, I don't know if Wilder's really, yeah, he had a good fight against Fury, but he kind of failed that test. Ortiz is kind of a test, but that's it. They've only had 1 or 2, proper scraps each.
Yeah.
And the rest of them they will be able to beat without a training camp.
And the thing is that Fury is the only exception because, well, this is me maybe being a bit biased as well, but I think that he's that good, he doesn't need to prove himself against whatever fighter, because I think he can beat no heavyweight can match his style.
But I think that they always need a dance partner. You need to, but otherwise you've got no one to measure against. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, just because otherwise it could be like
so other than Wilder, like, who else do you think could beat Tyson Fury? Do you think there's anyone out there that could beat Tyson Fury? And this is across all eras.
No, but even this era, I think if Fury's around long enough to have the challenges from like Hrgovic, Usyk, all of these young cats that are coming up that are fucking good. But Bois would be a good fight. I think Fury would probably beat him though.
Yeah, see, I think he'd win against the Bois. I think he'd win against... I don't know what Usyk's like, but I think if Usyk's cruiserweight, he would just do... Yeah, he would just do what... Yeah, but he would do what he's doing to Wilder. because Usyk's not going to be big enough to try and get in there and strong enough to manhandle Fury.
Probably not. I think I'm agree with you there.
Do you know what I mean? So
I don't really know. I don't really think there's anyone right now. Anyone popular enough to really challenge him, truthfully.
but who do you reckon out of all eras do you reckon that can
beat Fury?
Yeah.
That's a fucking really good question. Fuck me, alright. Lennox Lewis, maybe? What do you think of Lennox Lewis? I was gonna say Klitschko. They fucking beat Klitschko.
Lewis was a man back in the day, man.
Hey?
Oh, but genuinely, do you know Klitschko is actually really fucking good? Like,
yeah, and he's
Klitschko's really.
But so he would do what he needs to do.
Klitschko was old. Yeah, when he was getting banged out by AJ and Fury, Klitschko was old at that point.
Yeah.
Like,
even
like
Fury said it. Fury goes, "Yeah, man, he was old when I beat him." He didn't even mention AJ, but he was like, "When I beat him, he's old." Do you know what I mean? So imagine that, like, but he did. I was surprised that he didn't say anything about AJ.
No, he's just been honest because Fury's quite real.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was an older lad, so if I couldn't beat him, I should have just retired. Because I'm a young man that can't beat an old man, so what's the point in me boxing on? Then I know my level, sort of thing, do you know what I mean?
What a fucking sick guy, bro.
He was just being real, and I think that is the point, yeah. Vlad was old, but who else were you supposed to test yourself against? Vlad was still the best, yeah, he was old, but he was by far the best around.
Yeah.
So but who could beat Fury then? That's a fucking question. I really like that question. I don't fucking know.
I don't think anyone could.
Mike Tyson would lose because Fury's just too long, man.
Yeah.
All Fury's gonna do is jab his head off.
Yeah, he'll do what he done to Chisora.
But Mike Tyson's better than Cunningham.
Thing is though, Mike Tyson could because he could get him in the corner. Yeah. He could get him in the corner and because he's good technically when he was in his prime. So, and he's got the footwork as well to switch it across and then bang. Good. Do you know what I mean? So if Mike Tyson could get Fury into the corner, then
fucking hell. That's fucking weird to think about. But Mike Tyson's really small, man. He's about under 6 foot.
Because you've got to think that if he lands a bomb over one of the overhand rights, bang, and he catches Fury with a wild overhand hook from Mike Tyson in his prime.
And Mike Tyson had power, didn't he? He used like Wilder type power in both hands.
Like I can imagine him just Fury up against the ropes, and then Mike Tyson's bang to the body, bang to the uppercut, to the head.
Do you remember how he used to throw punches?
Left hook.
Like a little meat boy.
It would be the left hook to the body and then left hook uppercut to the head. Yeah, that was his finisher. So then they go down and then bang.
Fucking terrible, innit? So you got him. So you got Tyson, and then I had another thought about someone. Yeah.
Oops, who do you reckon could beat Fury?
No idea, man. Can't see anyone beating.
Hey.
In all time.
Yeah, throughout all the boxes. Obviously, it's going to be hard because I don't even know half the boxes.
Maybe
Do you reckon? Ali's though small, so it's like he won't be able to do that jab. How tall was Ali?
I thought it was not like fucking Fury.
He's not 6'9".
Yeah.
Fury's 6'9", so that's the thing. It's like Fury is a fucking specimen of a man.
Ali's 6'3", so he's fucking small, man.
Yeah, 6'3", bro. I'm like 6'1", 6'2".
Fucking big, man.
Big cunt, but compared to fucking Fury.
Fury's 6'9", bro. AJ's like 6'7". Wilder's 6'7". These guys are fucking huge, bro.
Yeah, fucking animal. I think Joe Joyce is quite tall.
Fucking Joe Joyce is a fucking doofus.
Oh, you're like, who can beat Fury? Oh, you're like, who can beat Fury? AJ comes on and he's like, Joe Joyce. Fucking hell.
Oh, Joe Joyce is 6'6", so he's smaller than Mulder.
Fucking hell, that's tall, man. These guys are fucking massive, man.
How tall was Klitschko?
Klitschko must have been about 6'6".
And AJ 6'7", isn't it?
Let's see, Klitschko's 6'6", yeah. AJ is 6'6", 6'7". Bro, they're fucking massive, man. Fuck me, they're over a foot taller than me. Over a foot, you know, fuck off.
That's fucked, isn't it?
There's no Fury's voice where hair got fucked up.
Huh?
There's Fury's voice all husky, isn't it?
Yeah, yeah.
He was fucked, man.
He got punched in the throat and spiraled and he's got blood clot in his throat.
Oh, what? Is it?
Yeah, he's got blood clot in him. He won't get it removed. That's right, we know he's in hospital.
But why won't he get it removed? Huh? Haha. Oh, do you reckon that's what his dad sounds like? Do you reckon that's why his dad sounds like that as well? He's been punched in the throat.
Possibly, yeah.
Probably, all of them. Alright, here we go. So you're saying, alright. I've just remembered someone that I think could beat Tyson Fury. Evander Holyfield. He was fucking brilliant, man.
How tall was he though? He weren't fucking tall, was he?
Oh, he was small, but his boxing skills were fucking unreal.
Not 5'3", isn't he?
These ones, this is so fucking getting smaller and smaller. No, this ain't who's the fucking tallest contest, you cunt. We're fucking saying who can beat Fury, or who challenge him. But I think it is a fucking interesting question, because I don't think Muhammad Ali would beat him. I think he's got better movement than Ali.
Yeah,
fuck,
for the size
strange.
of him.
It's very strange saying it, but I think he's the best mover to ever do it at heavyweight.
Plus he's so fucking big.
Yeah. I don't think there's a better mover than Fury ever. It's just fucking a statement, isn't it? Fuck.
Yeah. That's crazy, man.
Yeah, the closest that I can think in terms of that sort of shit was Lewis. Do you know Lennox Lewis? He couldn't really move, but his defense was really good because of the jab. Lennox Lewis had the best jab in boxing that I've ever seen. But he was so fucking boring to watch, yeah. So all he'd do, he'd stand up here.
Yeah, but then he'll jab Fury though, but then Fury's got the footwork to move out the way and jab and move. Whereas, did Lennox Lewis have that movement? Because I can remember him I remember him being able to plant his foot.
Yeah, he's like an AJ Klitschko type fighter.
Yeah, so he would plant and then jab, but he would hold the ring. I didn't see a lot of him, but I think he'd hold. Did he hold the middle of the ring quite a bit? And he was just jabbing.
Yeah, so he'll just keep jabbing. That's it. It's like a, people would say he's a boring fighter because he'll just jab the shit out of you. Like Klitschko. Yeah, they basically had the same training. Like Emmanuel Stewart was his trainer as well.
Oh shit.
Yeah, so they had that style of just jump. I'm pretty sure I heard today that Fury doesn't like fights for other people. I know a lot of them ask for it. They're too small. We'd find some more trouble with small people. Because he has to adjust what he's doing basically.
Yeah, he probably overreaches a bit more. Imagine him and Ruiz, mate. He'd just be... Ruiz would be trying to chase him and just getting jabbed to the face.
His face looked like fucking...
And it just you just see his head snapping back.
And then he'd get all cut up, so then you see his fat little face all cut up.
You feel sorry for him, man.
Yeah, then you know that's exactly what was happening, isn't it? I'm already feeling sorry for him because...
I'll be like, Fury, leave it, man, leave it.
Fucking leave it, man. I've heard the fucking corner to turn the time and shit.
That's what he was like with Chisora, innit? He was like looking at the referees like, look, you gonna stop it or what, mate? Look at the state of his face.
man. Do you think Wilder will be cut up in the fight? Do you reckon he's gonna jab this shit? I think what Wilder said to Fury is, "Oh, I'm just gonna jab that cut and open it up, and then I'm gonna see how you're gonna react." And Fury said, "Yeah, we'll see what happens when I cut you open, see how you react." Because I think Fury will just keep fighting no matter what, man. He don't give a fuck.
Fury's a fucking G, mate. Fuck, I was gonna say something. Yeah, the only thing that I'll be scared about is Fury. It's his style, but because he's so big, it's like, and I do see repetition in the way he does his head movement, and I reckon that can be exploited.
I think someone went over this. I can't remember who it was. Yeah. There's one of the videos I've seen. So yeah, that's a very fucking solid point about Fury. He ducks down and he moves in a certain direction, but he does the same movement every time. So it's his pattern. So he has the same pattern when he does that. So when he ducks under something, he moves his head to the side. Was it Ben Davis that did it?
I think it was on that analysis.
Yeah, I think maybe. Someone was going over it anyway, and they were like, "Oh, but that's when they did the thing of, oh, when he leans back, he can't go straight back with Wilder because Wilder will keep coming over the top with his punches."
Yeah.
I did like the way he boxed against Wally.
Yeah, I just don't think he had any respect. I don't think he was expecting that to be a drawn out fight. I thought he was just going to go there.
Down too low.
No, it was it's just he weren't focused for the fight, man. It didn't mean a lot. He knew it was a warm-up fight. He was just obviously saying he's a dangerous fighter and that because he's got to sell that fight. He can't say, "No, I'm just fighting this bum in it just to tick over."
Yeah, he still has to. Pinned him down so low every time. Maybe just try to protect his eye, maybe something else.
Yeah, so I think because when he got clobbered in the eye, I think that took him off the game a little bit, and he thought, "For fuck's sake, I've just been hit in the eye." Because there was a stage in that fight where you're thinking, "Is Fury gonna lose this? Are they gonna stop him?" Because that's such a bad cut. And then he just turned up and started boxing really well.
It wasn't even a hard punch though. Well, it was a hard punch, obviously, but it was only a short hook while they was clinched up that opened the fight. You know what I mean? It wasn't a fucking big Wilder thing, it's just a little to his nut when I was in the clinch.
Hey, do you know throughout this whole stream, there's been this really nice music on in the background, and it's just like, it's been fucking, I just realised that it's just been sick. It's like piano and a little fucking saxophone in the background. It's like, yeah, just a bit of like jazz in it.
Yeah.
It's nice, bro.
Yeah, I could hear it, James. Slightly.
It's just a nice fucking touch in it. I just clocked.
Fucking hell, listen, I've just seen something really funny, yeah? I've got this bag, yeah? It's a bag for life, yeah?
Killer, I've got this bag of sand. Yeah.
Listen, it says on it, Tesco Superstore Limited. It's an old picture. And it's just, do you know how you get a corner shop, like a little package shop?
Go do that with the bucket.
Sorry, yeah, like a little packet shop. You know where they sell packet of crisps?
Yeah.
Yeah. You've got one of those shops and it says Tesco Store Limited, yeah? And it says the modern groceries. A packet of crisps and chocolates in that shop.
Oh, what is that? This is I'm staying quiet. Got this.
Packet shop, you know.
Well, they sell packets of crisps. Oh shit. I just streaming, man.
Fucking hell. Just fucking take everything down, the whole channel comes down and that.
Yeah.
Fucking hell.
Someone just tunes in, just he's laughing at the whole barrel.
He started peeling for it and shit.
Fuck. Fuck yeah, a couple of minutes, a couple of hours, man. We're there, man. Fuck. What you guys gonna do? You staying up, or you gonna have a quick sort of rest or anything before you watch it?
I'm gonna stay up.
Might have a little rest. Might probably start about 5. It depends on the undercards.
What time's the undercard? Who's on the undercard?
You've got Charles Martin against some other guy.
Yeah.
The Charles Martin's fight, and I think the rest of the card is actually really shit. Even the Charles Martin fight shit. Let's find out when this fight is in. Let me find out. Wilder Fury fight time. I can't believe it's today, man. I wonder what they're going through, innit? What they're thinking.
Fury would be like, let's have it, son. Get up there.
Yo, listen. In 2017, Tyson Fury sent Deontay Wilder this message, and Tyson Fury's really fat, yeah, and he's basically saying, I'm coming after you.
Play it loud.
No, it's on fucking Twitter or whatever. Hang on, let me play.
Yeah, but get it on the thing and play it loud. Put it to the mic.
Tell me if you can hear it.
Guess who's back? The one and only. It's Jaguar Lee, Bronze Bomber, Deontay Wilder. Big respect. You're giving me the motivation, telling me I can't do it, and I'm finished. Oh. I'm back for you, baby. I'm back for you. Guess who's back?
And listen, he's basically trying to jog, yeah? But he's struggling because he's so fucking fat. And that's what he said, he's all, you motivated me to come back. And that was in 2017.
His voice is fine.
Yeah, his voice is fucked and everything. That's obviously from his binge, isn't it?
Yeah, I reckon it's from his binge, man, because his voice was alright before he Klitschko.
He sorts it all out, I think. Even obviously, yeah, when he starts getting healthy, his voice sorted itself out, I think.
It's still fucked. If you hear that, there's an interview with the early days, and it's got him in the early days, and then it's got him now, and you hear his voice. And I was cooking at the time, and so I was like, "Who's this fucking guy?" And it took after about 10 minutes, I realised that was the young Fury, because he sounded so like.
Like a bit of a hermit in that. Right,
Yeah,
lads, the fight's on between 4 and 5 UK time. Yeah. Fucking hell. Yeah, right, lads, I'm gonna have a little sleep then, innit? Fuck. Yeah. This is sick. This is gonna be sick, oh my god.
AJ, that changed you.
Oh, alright lads, this is then record it, should call the streaming too. We'll have a little now continue.
Keep.
Shit, this is gonna be sick, man. I cannot wait. I think we did the right choice, trying to watch this shit live. It's gonna be sick.
Yeah, be sick.
Oh my god, I'm gonna have a fucking anxiety attack. I fucking forgot about that. I'm doing it as if I'm gonna be alright. I'm gonna fucking lose my shit.
Me too.
Fuck.
It's gonna be emotional.
Fucking hell.
Oh mate,
fucking,
it's gonna be sick.
Come on, Fury. I wonder what Fury's thinking, innit? He'll be sitting there thinking, right, just gonna have to try my best, not get hit, do what I can do best. And then Ben's probably said to him, listen, don't worry, you got this, you just need to do what you do.
don't press it, just let it come. You'll know when the right time. And while they'll just be shouting at fucking bomb squad.
Yeah. Up until the fight. Hey, do you reckon, yeah, like, I missed him fighters like David Hay and that, I fucking miss him, man. He's always chatting bare shit, and people are always cussing him out.
See, but he was an excited fighter to watch, like...
Yeah.
I think he's just realistic, man. He sees things from all angles, he's just realistic.
David Hay?
He's not really a fanboy, is he? He's say it.
Yeah, and then other people go against him, it's fucking funny. But he does say shit, I think he is quite a straight talker now.
It's funniest is when Carl Frutch starts talking and they cuss him out about Wembley.
Yeah, they're in a debate, yeah, so they're all discussing some important shit, yeah. And then it's just like David Hay, Carl Frutch, there's other fucking people there, yeah. Like, you know, proper Black Paulie Malinashi, there's what's it, Johnny Nelson, there's all of these, you know, all the Sky pundits, yeah, they're sitting there, the round table, yeah, and they're like, alright, so, and they're like, Carl, so what do you reckon? And Carl's like, yeah, when I boxed at Wembley, and then just Hay or someone looked at
it was
each other
David
and said,
Hay.
Yeah, and he goes, with 80,000 people, right? And then they all fucking burst out laughing at Carl Frutch. All of them just start fucking, because that's all the cunt goes on about, is he did 80,000 at Wembley Stadium, yeah? And listen, I'm gonna have to find a clip, hang on. Fuck this,
Because he does
that's
it,
so funny.
he does it in like all his clips for Carl Frutch. He always has to mention, you know.
I think I've seen that, but I couldn't work out.
And then Bellew was there as well, and he keeps looking at Hay.
It was Bellew. It was Bellew. Yes, so listen, Oops, it's fucking.
No, Hay says it, I think, and Bellew just keeps laughing.
And then they look at each other and
they
start
keep
laughing. And listen, and the funniest part is those two are just fucking two that are supposed to be hating each other, but they're fucking absolutely dying because they just keep taking the piss out of Frutch. Fuck, man, that's so funny. Oh, they're talking about Anthony Joshua quitting. That's what the debate.
Put it to the mic.
I don't know if this is the one though.
Yo, my dons, make sure you hit that like button like you wanted to. Live here. Alright, time to build my
It was AJ Ruiz gloves are off here.
Relax when you get okay. So as soon as someone starts punching, he tightens up and has got high guard, which leaves his body. So he gets the body, drops his head, he gets it up the head.
So what we're ignoring is the fact that we've been boxing 10 years. The responsibility of being a world champion is the...
And all he wants to hear an instruction of is to stay away from
No, I want to hear instruction. Okay, how are you setting your distance for this 1-2? How are you setting up the...
I don't know, this is really long, and I don't know if it's that one.
Just tap in David Hay.
I have. I've typed message of basically David Hay, Bellew. Laugh at Frutch. Yeah, because when we watched it, how funny is that? And they're literally just laughing at him. Why they're fucking laughing at him, man?
Oops, find it. You can find it. You're good at shit like that.
And you know what? Bellew and Frutch are friends, yeah?
Yeah.
But they're all just laughing at him, like that.
Even Johnny Nelson can't stop laughing.
Yeah.
They're all just fucking laughing. And then Carl Frutch keeps trying to be serious again, but they would just keep laughing.
But how funny is it that the directors of the program kept that in?
Yeah.
And it just keeps showing them all just laughing at him. Oh, but you know, I remember thinking this. I think we've had this conversation. Yeah, you look at the gloves are off, yeah, and you look at who's doing it, and they're all chilling, they're all funny, they're all our fucking main people that we see all the time, so we all like them all.
Yeah.
But imagine if you were someone going into that room and you started a fight with them. They're all fucking absolute monsters. All of them are fucking insane fighters. It's crazy, isn't it?
That's fucked, yeah. They're all a bunch of fighters just sitting around the table, all of them.
Yeah, and they're just having a discussion. Johnny Nelson will probably kill you. There's fucking Paulie Malignaggi that can't punch, but he can fucking fight. So he'd knock you out. You got Bellew, David Hay. If there's 20 mans, these guys will probably be able to bang all of them out.
And then you got Garth Froch just left standing.
Yeah, oh yeah, Garth Froch. Fucking hell. He was sick as well. He could take a punch like no one else, man. Fuck. Fucking sick.
Talking, big games. Worried about this shove at the press conference. He's gone. Who we got in? We got Ruiz. Let's have a look at Ruiz. He looks like a physical wreck. Or did you win fight? So he's looking forward again. So to answer your question, I think it was the latest place one.
That's fucking
he went against AJ. I don't think it would have helped him.
Try and find the comments saying that right, at a certain time.
I just don't think he underestimates that news. The only
Nah, man, they underestimated Andy Ruiz.
Somebody says, when Hay asks Froch how many people watch him, does he close by a bad laugh?
He assumes everyone else is a fighter like him. So he gets it. The one thing I think about this fight that people completely forget is how old was AJ when he started boxing? 18? He's been boxing 10 years. Okay, well, Andy Ruiz Jr. is the same age as him now, and he was boxing fight. He's got 13 years more boxing experience, being the smaller, faster guy, getting beaten. He's used to fighting a big guy since he was 5. He's now made it happen. But he want to go there. I think this fight will give it. There's one thing when a fighter believes they're kill yourself. As Tony said, you convince yourself. If I convinced myself when I was a little kid, I was the heavyweight champion. I just told myself so many times that it became reality and it didn't work. He's told everyone I'm the heavyweight champion. And I'm always like softening the ball later. I'm like, even with this, let's go back, Paul. Let's go back. So has AJ so much too much? They're taking that edge away from him. They're taking it away from him. That's the thing. We're going into an immediate rematch. I feel like he would go. He would start the last time. In the immediate rematch, we didn't feel the passion. I think the only choice to come to that is AJ, though. It's a difficult one because it's down to your personality, it's down to your lifestyle, the person he is. So that's changed from day one. Or is it desire? I had desire. I had desire right until my last fight. For the last fight when I beat Crows, that last fight I thought this off. The training was hard, my elbows were killing me, my Achilles tendons were sore. Split second behind the sparring. I knew my time was gone, so I wasn't enjoying it anymore. I was getting up running in the morning. Somebody who's looking at me, one of the amateurs, keep a shouting, Chris Eubank Jr. throwing all the punches that never did it. And you're thinking to yourself, I'm going to keep him off because I can't knock him out. He's 18 rounds of so I'm just slow him down. So you're not looking forward to it, you're not enjoying it. So once I won that fight, my gloves, ram away. I'm not fighting. I get that. And I've not fought again since I retired. The desire was gone. No matter what he can do to get that. But everybody's different. Somebody flashes. I think. Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. You've got some like you don't like fight. That's what I'm saying. So it's not about don't. And you've got some guys that made that.
Fucking so funny that that fucking crap, man.
I think I'm always like what fight is another one fight? You know what I'm saying? You're the center of attention.
Right, lads, listen, I'm gonna have a little nap, yeah?
Well, did you get the link?
Hey Dip, keep your phone on loud, I'll call you in the fucking morning. Are you gonna get on PlayStation?
I'll wake up.
Are you gonna get on PlayStation?
I've got some licks. Hey?
Are you gonna get on PlayStation?
Yeah, man. Definitely, that's what we're doing, right?
Yeah. Oops, are you?
Yeah.
Oh, you're not gonna, are you?
No, probably not. Just watch it on the tablet.
I'll just call me on the phone then, doesn't it?
Just watch it in bed.
Yeah, cool.
Okay.
Alright, it's alright, lads.
Peace.
Peace out.
Oops, can you vote on my thing? See if you can vote.
Yeah. I've got this fucking car out there. But, I don't know how to do it.
I don't know, it's got a foot of pole there.
What's that thing? I like this big screen. Import channel, block channel, no, not that. Settings. That's just the playback thing. That tells you how many people there are.
Well done. What about now?
Start moving. Don't know what's on there. Push it on. Follow. No, I've got no more options to come up. Let's sit there and look at the picture flag down.
Don't know. But yeah, I'm gonna do little streams like that then. Just do it on this. Cancel that stream.